A very good evening, dear Toastmaster and guest. Toastmaster International is a non-profit organization initiated by the leader Ralph C. Smilde with the sole motive to improve communication and leadership skills among the members across the globe. Toastmaster International has 15,900 clubs, more than 345,000 members in 142 countries. Wordsmith Toastmaster Club is one among them. Toastmaster International works on four pillars of values, namely RISE, R for respect, I for integrity, S for service, and E for excellence. The mission of the club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Before starting the meeting, here are some code of conducts. Kindly check if your mobile phone is in switch off or silent mode. Speakers who are coming to the podium to refrain from speaking on sex, religion, and politics. When speaker is on stage, kindly refrain from walking or going out of the hall as it might distract the speaker. Members are requested to come on professional attire. It's time to start the meeting. For the benefit of guests, all Toastmaster meetings shall be started and ended by one person called presiding officer. Today's presiding officer is Toastmaster Anandita. She is a final year Wiscom student, second runner-up in area level humorous speech contest. She's a pianist and also love to watch movies. Thank you and over to Anandita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nishant, for your introduction. Good evening, everyone. And I welcome you all to the 646th meeting of Chennai Wordsmith Toastmasters Club. So before moving on to proceedings of the meeting, I would like to have the guests introduce themselves to the club. So I could see a guest, Divya, present over here. I request you to unmute and introduce yourself to the club.
Hi, I'm Divya. I'm basically from Raj Lakshmi Engineering College. And I heard about this club from one of my friends who is also a member in this club. So I just wanted to check this out and see if I really want to join in this.
Thank you for coming here, Divya, and I hope you have a great time today. Next, we have guest Shivraj Ramesh present with us. So I request you unmute and discuss the club.
Hi all, good evening. So my name is Shivraj. So I'm working on BPO company. So one of my friend informed to Toastmaster, if you join Toastmaster, definitely will improve your communication skill as well as leadership skill. So I'm very much eager search in Google and then join. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivraj, and we hope that you have a great time today with us. So next thing I would like to recognize Toastmaster Shruti, who's present with us today. She has won the division level evaluation contest, which was held last week, and she will be proceeding to the district level, which will be held next year. So congratulations, Toastmaster Shruti.
Thank you, Anandita.
Now, let's move on to the proceedings of the meeting. For the benefit of guests, all Toastmasters meetings will have 3 sessions. The first one will be the prepared speech session, where the speakers are prepared their speeches based on certain manuals that they have and presented before the club. The second one is the table topic session, where you'll be put on spot to talk on a topic. And the last session is the evaluation session. So to carry through the course of the meeting, we have this one special person called the Toastmaster of the day. And in Toastmasters, we just like to shorten things up a little. So Toastmaster of the day is also called the TMOD. So today's Toastmaster of the day is one of the newest members of the club, an aspiring law student. And without further delay, I would like to call Toastmaster Anisha to take over the control.
A very warm welcome to all of you in this cold and cozy evening. It is such a pleasure to be the Toastmaster today, and I'm really looking forward and excited to conduct this meeting. So, as a Toastmaster of the day, I'm going to introduce the theme for the day, the mood that we are setting for today. I introduce you all the theme of the day. It is count blessings. Can anyone tell me in the text box what is the significance of this week, or what do we actually celebrate this week?
Can I speak? Am I both audible and visible?
I've written.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, it's about the life, that life is not a bed of roses, and that there are very few roses in life that we have. So count those roses and not the thorns.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. That is basically what I'm trying to say. And thank you all for the responses. So drum rolls, everyone. It is Thanksgiving week. And yeah, I can also hear you. Thanksgiving in India, a big turkey on the table, not happening, right? But today, we're celebrating Thanksgiving, but the core value of Thanksgiving, that is the gratitude. And the theme today is count your blessings. Let us all give some time and think about the small things that add beauty to our life and start praying gratitude to it. Let us all think about that. And for now, let us park this thought and now continue with the meeting schedule and come back to the discussion later. For the first session, we have the prepared speeches. And the first speaker today is going to attempt level 2 project 1 dynamic leadership. I'd request the evaluator, PM Bhuvanesh, to read out the speech objectives. Esteemed
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
you
my
have to
target
introduce,
speakers is, yeah, my
sorry,
target speaker.
you have to introduce a tag team also, right? Anisha?
Yeah,
You have to introduce a GA who will introduce a tag team.
The general evaluator, Anisha.
I have a minute. I'm sorry.
Relax, it's fine.
Relax, Anisha. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Bindu, maybe you should go ahead.
Yes, thank you very much. And a very warm good evening to all the Toastmasters and the guests. I am now playing the role of a general evaluator. For the benefit of guests, I would just elaborate about the role of the general evaluator. The general evaluator is a person who would evaluate the meeting from the start till the end of the meeting. Now, as one person cannot do this horrendous task, I am being assisted by two expert groups. One group is evaluation of the speeches by the speakers. Second group is evaluation of all the members and the guests who would take part in this meeting. The evaluation is about the time, about the errors that they make in grammar and other things. So now I would introduce my tag team. For the benefit of guests, I would also like to tell you that every Toastmaster meetings is being divided into three. And the first is the prepared speeches session. Second is the table topic session. And third is the evaluation of the speeches. So this, I am introducing my tag team, a wonderful team. T is for timer, A for accounter, and G is for grammarian. Now, coming to time, time is more than money. I would like to introduce the diamond of our club, Toastmaster Jyoti Thomas, who will be taking the role as a timer. Please join me in inviting Toastmaster Jyoti. Over to you, Toastmaster Jyoti.
I greatly appreciate General Evaluator Toastmaster Bindu introducing me, and I'm counting my blessing on today's opportunity. With that being said, my role today is that of a timer. What I do is I will keep track of the time taken by every role player and the speakers. So quickly to run down for table topics, there will be 2 minutes is your speak time. And at 1 minute, I will show the display the cards soon, but let me go ahead and first read the timing. If you can all pay attention, please. 1 minute, green card. A minute and a half will be the amber. And at 2 minutes, the red card will be flashed. This is for table topics. Then there is something called the prepared speech, which according to each project varies. But today I'm given to understand it's between 5 to 7 minutes. Particularly at 5 minutes, it's a green card. At 6 minutes, it's the amber. And at the 7th minute, it'll be the red. Table topics evaluations is a total of 6 minutes, where at 4 minutes, it's the green, 5th minute, the amber, 6th minute, the red. Evaluations that are being given by evaluators is about 3 minutes each. At 2 minutes, it's a green card, 2.5 minutes, the amber, and 3 minutes, the red card. The grammarian report and the others will follow through. The general evaluator's report will be up to 10 minutes. At the 8th minute, it's the green, the 9th minute, the amber, and 10th minute, red. For the speakers and the table topics, there's a 30 seconds overlap time. You will be given grace period and you need to wrap up your timing within that. I'm now displaying the cards and I request everybody to kindly make note. Are the cards visible? May I have somebody tell me if the cards are visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The green, as I said, for the prepared speeches at 5 minutes, it's the green. And say 6th minute, it's amber. 7th minute, it'll be the red. The same goes for the table topics. There is 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes, a minute and a half, and 1 minute. With that, I now hand it over with much appreciation to my tag team. Over to you, Toastmaster Bindu.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Jyoti, for that elaborate roll count. I would like to invite the R counter that is being played by one of the youngest members of our club, Toastmaster Nishan. He's a first-year student of electrical engineering in Panimala College, and his hobbies are just to play games and watch TV. I would now like to hand over to Toastmaster Nishan to elaborate on his role of our counter. Over to you, Toastmaster Nishan.
Thank you, General Evaluator. And very good evening, dear Toastmaster and guest. Today I'm going to do the role of accountant. The purpose of accountant is to note any overused words or filler sounds used as crutch by anyone who speaks during the meeting. Words may be inappropriate interjunctions such as and, well, but, so, and you know. Sounds may be or. I will give my report when called upon by the General Evaluator. Thank you and over to General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Nishan. Now I would invite Toastmaster Shankar. He is a new Toastmaster member to our club, and he is going to play the role of grammarian, or the otherwise English master of our meeting. He is now currently working in TeamSoft and his hobby is watching movies. I invite Toastmaster Shankar to talk about his role as a grammarian. Over to you, Toastmaster Shankar.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. Since I'm a new member, believing in me and giving a role in the first meeting is really, I'm really appreciative of the support from the team. And as today I'm taking a role of a grammarian. As a grammarian, I'll be paying attention to the good and not so good use of English and provide constructive feedback for improvements. At the end of the meeting, I'll be on stage once again to present my report. Before that, I would like to introduce the word of the day. The word of the day is to help fellow members to enrich their vocabulary in preparing their speeches. For this meeting, the word of the day is word appreciative, which means feeling or showing gratitude or pleasure. As mentioned in my first statement, which I'm really appreciative for the whole team to give me this wonderful opportunity to be a grammarian of the day. So something we have to be appreciative to the particular person or to the team. And you are encouraged to use this word throughout the speech. So I'll be counting this, how often you'll be using the word of the day in your speech. I'll provide my report at the end of the meeting. Back to you, General Evaluator. Thank you very much.
you very much. I do really appreciate your courage to come forward and take the role as a grammarian of today's meeting. And it's the Chennai Wordsmiths alacrity to appreciate each and every member of this club to go forward. Now I hand over to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Anisha. Over to you, Anisha.
My sincere apologies for the confusion. And since I didn't introduce TM Bindu ma'am later, I'm introducing her now. She is the general evaluator of the day, and she's senior, a doctor, a neurologist, energetic she is very much, and she's dedicated to our club. She's in fact the secretary of our club, and she's playing the role of the general evaluator today. Now we are coming to the prepared speeches session. The first speaker today is going to attempt the level 2 project 1 of dynamic leadership. The evaluator of TM Chidambaram, the first speaker, is TM Bhuvanesh. And now I request TM Bhuvanesh to read out the speech objectives.
Yeah. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. My target speaker, TM Chidambaram, whose pathway is taken a pathway in dynamic leadership, level 2, project 1. Theme is understanding your leadership style. The speech title is My Leadership Way. TM Chidambaram is an all the best for the speech.
Thank you for that briefing. And TM Chidambaram, and about TM Chidambaram, he is an IT professional striving to have a growth mindset to learn about technology and leadership from all. Such inspiring. Thank TM Chidambaram, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmasters, TM Anisha. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So are leaders born or are leaders made? Can I have a show of hands of all the members who think that leaders are made? 1, 2, 3, I think 4, 5. Okay, so there are a few who are not on video. So I would consider it as more than 50% of the team that feels leaders are made. And I also subscribe to that ideology that leaders are in fact made. So if we agree that leaders are made, then what are the factors that determine their leadership? Is it just the circumstances that each one goes through? Is it the value system that each one imbibes? Are these two the main factors? Yes, they are. But there is one more important critical factor, which is the conscious decision that each individual can take in adopting the different leadership styles that are out there to make best use of the opportunity that is in front of them and get the result. There are multiple leadership styles, and we need to understand which is the most appropriate one for the situation that we are put up against. I have been a manager for more than 10 years now, and based on all the situations that I have faced and counting my blessings, I reflect back on the leadership styles that I have been able to successfully adopt, the ones where I feel that I should still improve upon, and the ones where I have had a different experience, which makes me think that probably I'm not suited for such a role. So fellow Toastmasters and guests, today I stand before you to provide a summary of my tryst with the leadership styles. Last year, my team was engaged in an IT migration of a system to a new technical stack with all new software components. The testing was completed with all green certifications, but on the day of migration, the hell broke loose. We had many issues. The application was literally falling down, and there were escalations all the way from the vice president. I had just been back after my COVID leave, and I was catching up with all that had happened in my absence. So based on the situation, I quickly got in touch with my US director and started to plan out how do we come out of this situation. I started working actually literally 2 shifts. The first Indian shift to work with the team to resolve the issues, and the US shift to work with the users, understand their main priorities, communicate with them, and make sure that there are no further deterioration in terms of escalations. So my US director on this situation took a very novel approach. Instead of starting to blame the team for the fiasco that had happened, he, on his part, started uncovering new options of how the problems could be solved, what are the tools that the team can use for the benefit, and came up with these suggestions. He put forward the suggestions to the team and challenged them to quickly adopt them and come up with solutions. So based on this support system, I worked with the team to make sure that there is no finger pointing, there is no blame game, the team works cohesively and understands what are the priorities that are in front of us and how do we solve them quickly. So with this approach, we worked for 4 weeks on the straight, including the weekends, and were able to bring back stability. As I reflect back on those 4 stressful weeks, I find that the approach that my director took was more of a coaching leadership style. He kind of put all the options, the challenges in front of us, and enabled us to kind of get over each one of them in succession. And the style that I took was an affiliative leadership, where I made sure that my team stayed cohesive. They didn't, get disintegrated with all the egos coming in and also the blame game starting to come out and making our situation even more worse. I have used this affiliative leadership successfully in multiple occasions, and this was one more recent case where I felt I could use this for the gains. Apart from the affiliative leadership, I also felt that the democratic leadership style, by including all the members in the decision-making process, has helped me conduct a lot of organizational events successfully. I have actually held the positions of the newsletter, the tech convene sessions that we had organized in our organization, and I led them in a very democratic manner, taking the inputs from all, thereby giving the ownership to all the members. So having talked about the leadership styles that I feel I have matured, I would like to quickly talk about the ones where I want to improve upon. The ones that I want to improve upon are the authoritative and the pace-setting leadership styles. In the current scenarios where we have radical shift in technology, I look upon my CIO, Hans Westberg of my company, who has been able to succinctly put forward a message of how Verizon can take leadership in 5G leadership to a large crowd of 1.5 lakh global workers and make sure all of them pivot around this priority from whatever they were caring about earlier to make sure that Verizon comes as a leader in 5G. And he was able to do this quickly and make sure the team is motivated to keep continuously running towards this goal. So these are the 2 goals, these are 2 styles that I would like to adopt as I go forward in my career. And the style that I had a bitter experience in was the bureaucratic leadership style, which in my case gave a huge resentment to the team members. The manager that I was reporting to followed this style, though there was a very quick improvement in the productivity for a short period. Using this style, where the leader never listened to the feedback from the team members, even the seniors were completely sidelined when it came to giving feedback. Though there was this short-term productivity gain, when the right opportunity came, all the members, actually most of the members, decided to quit company and move to different pastures. So with that said, I just appreciate the opportunities and the learnings in my career so far, and I urge all the members to take note of the different leadership styles and adopt the approach which will benefit them based on the situation and make best use of it. And as I stated in the beginning, leaders are made, and it is upon us to frame our leadership quotient. Thank you, and I hand it over back to the TMOD.
Thank you for that speech, PM Chidambaram. Next, we have PM Shaji as the second speaker. PM Shaji, ambitious and driven. He says he thrives on challenges and constantly set goals for himself. He is currently working for the food industry and is grateful that every day is a new day and new life with new blessings. PM Shaji, now I call upon PM Nitya ma'am, the evaluator of the speech, to read the speech objectives.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Anisha. Good evening to all Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, Toastmaster Shaji is attempting the Pathways Dynamic Leadership Level 2, Project 2, Understanding Your Communication Style. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify his primary style. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share the impact of his style on others. The timer, please note, timing of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. I wish Toastmaster Shaji all the very best. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. Thank you to every one of you all. Communicating with confidence. I understand the different communication styles can radically improve the quality of our relationship. I just wanted to start with a sense of humor. There is a saying which says, no one may know what the Japanese are thinking, as they may say little or nothing at all. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I feel developing communication skills is one of the most important, as this skill is life-changing. After all, if you happen to notice very successful people, they have a common trait, and that is they have the power of communicating effectively. Communicating well will enhance the personal as well as corporate life, and that it is also a prerequisite as a good leader. It so happened with one of my friend some time back, we had a little bit of conversation, and later he replied me something, and out of context, I replied him. Then later I realized I should not have used such harsh languages, which in turn spoiled our relationship. It is necessary to watch our words. Then later, after a few days, I realized I made a great mistake. At times, out of anger or anxiousness, we communicate something that we must not say. When I was at school, there were instances I never realized the importance of communications. Later, I realized it allows us to get the trust of the people, which is something very interesting I learned from it. As a project head, my communication with my team is very supportive and direct. And since I am handling government department and I had to go through several government officials, it is analytic way of communicating style. I felt in my career being supportive and sometimes direct communicator helped me to build a strong team strong team environment at work. As I am leading the team, I should communicate well. Few days back, as a team, I had certain issues to be fixed, which I felt I am capable of solving within my team. The next day, what happened? I called for a meeting and I expressed my team in a direct and supportive communicating style. What I was looking for to solve the issue. Through my communication style, I noticed I received different ideas from different people, and we as a team aid us to solve the issues. Later, I realized a powerful communication is a strength of any team and can help in many ways. This is something I really understood. Okay, now in this situation, I also learned something very interesting, that I got the opportunity to earn respect as and when we use the right communication style. because the team contacts us for any solution to the problem they go through, which indirectly increases the importance. As part of the communication style, scoring guide, I found my dominant style of communication is supportive. During one of the official meet with my seniors, I wish to be direct with my communication, which are result-oriented, focused, etc. It was very challenging at times to have a mixture of direct and supportive communication style. Soon after my college, I had the opportunity to work in Riyadh. I was just 22 or 23 years old. During one of the summer days, after I reached my room from my workplace, I got a severe pain in the right side of my abdomen. I was really confused how to proceed because I am in a foreign land. I don't have any of my close friends or relatives. My parents are in India. Then I spoke to my parents back home in India. My mother asked me to visit the doctor immediately. At the hospital, my friends accompanied me. The hospital receptionist guided me to a Pakistani doctor who diagnosed and said, you need to be operated immediately without any further delay for appendicitis, else it will land up in trouble. I never had much time to discuss with my family members. Within hours, I was taken to the operation room and was operated. Then the doctor explained me that the main problem with appendicitis is the risk of breast cancer after my operation got over. So that was the situation. This may happen if the appendix is not removed quickly. A burst appendix can lead to infection in the belly, which is called peritonitis. Peritonitis can be very serious and even cause death if not treated right away. Okay, now coming to the point. Initially, the doctor never briefed me so much. He just said, need to be operated, else life is in danger. He communicated accordingly to the circumstances, and later, after the surgery, he explained the gravity of this situation. To conclude, fellow Toastmasters and guests, each person must find his or her unique style that he or she is comfortable with. Every situation may warrant a mix of styles depending on the situations. If one is connected to the listeners and is able to appeal successfully for positive action, then that communication style for the occasion is the best one. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, TM Shaji, for the wonderful speech. Next, we have TM Anandita as the third speaker. TM Anandita is a final year Viscom student in MOP Vaishnava, currently preparing for her master's. Photography and music are her hobbies and has a love for pets, especially dogs. And she says she's grateful for having her pets who make her stress-free and laugh more. I request the evaluator, TM Shruti, to read the speech objectives.
A very warm evening to everyone present here. Today, the third speaker is attempting her level 4 from Dynamic Leadership Pathway, and the project is building a social media presence. Timer, please note the time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. The purpose of this project is for the member to apply her understanding of social media to enhance an established or to build a new social media presence. The purpose of this speech for the member is also to share some aspect of his or her experience establishing or enhancing a social media presence. All the very best to the speaker, and over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
All the best, TM Anandita, for your speech. The screen is yours.
Thank you. Before that, before my timing starts, I just want to share my screen and just let me know if it's visible and I can start.
Yes, visible.
Thank you. For the past decade, all of us have been living on the internet. Social media has literally been ruling our lives. If you're not on WhatsApp, you are an alien. If you don't post on Facebook, you are non-existent and you don't post stories on Instagram, well, you're a dead man walking. Good evening, everyone. Being someone who entered this world in the early 2000s, I could say that social media is getting a tad bit popular. This phenomenon started in 1997 with 6 Degrees, and eventually it grew to the metaverse. I always had an exposure to social media at a really young age. My parents explained the concept of Facebook, that weird looking website they were scrolling through as soon as they came home from work. Eventually, I had my first social media account in Facebook when I was just 11 years old. In a flash, social media just became part of my life. Then came Google Plus, Snapchat, Instagram, WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, and a lot more. And I'm proud to say that I have a teeny tiny presence on all these apps. Wait, correction. I have a teeny tiny presence on all these apps except Instagram, because that's the app I use the most. I started my Instagram account when I was 14 and I had a blast with it. As years passed, I saw many people starting their own pages on Instagram, and that piqued my interest in posting something other than my face. But I didn't know what to post. 2 years went by, just like that. And I started my second year in college. 2 months in second year, I saw most of my friends starting their own photography or art pages, thanks to those courses I had in my second year. And after seeing all of them doing something, I had to do something as well. So that made me start my own photography page on Instagram, because my art skills aren't exactly gram worthy. For anyone to have a good social media presence, you need to develop an identity for yourself. The first step towards that is to choose the right brand name, which in this case is your username. And I didn't know what to name my page. I knew it was going to be a photography page. I knew I would be taking the pictures, but I didn't get the right name. So I did a little bit of research on finding the usernames of many famous photographers that I know. And after I got an idea of the usernames that they used, I made up my mind to name my photography page as Photos by Anandita. So the intention of my name was to show what my page is all about, which is photos, pictures, and whatever. And it also had the name, also had my name, which is the photographer. Now that I had the name set, I need to develop an identity for myself, which includes graphic designing, logo creation, font faces, and how your Instagram page is going to look like. Being a visual communication student, I knew the impact of a good logo. So I started designing my logo, and the process is still going on. But for now, I just have a beautiful picture of me using my camera and taking a picture of something. Next step is to post the right content at the right time. I came to know from one of my very good friends that most of the people are active on social media from 7 to 10 p.m. IST. And that's how I can reach the large audience. Now, with this strategy in hand, I just needed to post, but I didn't know what to post. So I went through the 2000 pictures that I had, but nothing looked gram worthy. I started thinking my photography page was such a bad idea. Then I called up my friend who decided to get on a Google Meet and viewed all the 2000 odd pictures and chose the best one amongst them. I'm really thankful for her. Now, this is when I realized that I need to explore my taste in photography and the angles at which I take pictures. I had my page set now. I had the content ready to post. I had the name of my page ready. I had some visual elements ready, but I wasn't completely set. I didn't have any followers. And the best way to get followers, promote your page in other social media handles. I posted something and a story on all my social media handles and asked my close friends to do the same. I had gained 30 followers in an hour, and by the end of the day, I had 50 followers. Now, my page was 95% set. All I needed to do was to post a picture. I had my captions ready and I was ready to post it. And that's when I realized I forgot the most important thing that any public or business accounts needs to have. Hashtags. Hashtags are commonly present on the public domain where people enter the comment word and whoever is interested in that aspect would be able to do your post. Since I was starting my own photography page, I used all hashtags related to photography and the type of photography that I was doing, the camera, the model, etc. So all of this was going well. And I posted my picture. By the end of the day, I got 40 likes. And the best part was I had people outside my friend circle liking my posts. I was so elated, and that inspired me to take more pictures and post them online. And that was when I realized that developing a good social media presence helps me and my page. When everything was going really monotonous and when I was bored of posting the same pictures on my account, I received a photography assignment from Toastmaster Jyoti Thomas. She was taking part in this project for promoting Smart Mass, which was made by the differently able. And I had a blast working on that assignment. Recently, I covered a workshop, so Get to Ikebana, conducted by Vicky Flo, thanks to Jyoti Ma'am again. So those were two amazing photography assignments. And I have another one coming up soon, which I will reveal a little later. But I'm still learning the ropes and eventually I will get there. To summarize, you need to have a clear idea of what your page is going to contain and how efficiently you make it enhances your presence on social media. Anything big starts small. And Photos by Anvita is still a small start to develop my hobby and to explore the depths of Instagram and to explore social media. You don't really need extraordinary skills to make this to Instagram, but it's up to you to make it look appealing and gram-worthy. I just have one last thing to do before I conclude my speech. If you're on Instagram, take your phones and search for Photos by Anandita and just take a look at it. Well, if comments are welcome, and if you really like my pictures, give it a follow. Toastmaster of the day.
That was a wonderful speech, and I'm following right away the page. So now we have all come to the end of the speech session. Each speeches gave us great insights on different topics. And now comes the rapid round, the one which brings us all to the edge of our seats. For conducting today's table topic session, we have TM Shweta ma'am. She's a homemaker. She has pursued BSc in Theology, MBA in HR, and currently pursuing MBA in International Businesses. And when I asked her about gratitude, she said a very interesting thing. When we buy grapes separated from their bunch, it becomes valueless. And that's how her family works for her. She's most grateful for her family. Such a sentimental touch to the meeting, ma'am. And cheer up, everyone. The screen is yours, table topic master.
Thank you, TM Modi, TM Anisha, for the lovely introduction. And good evening to all Toastmasters and the guests. A table topic is a most exciting session of Toastmasters meeting, in which we get a topic and we think it improves our impromptu skill, and speakers, it improves the speakers to think, stand on their feet. So I'm going to start the table topic session. The time will be 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, timer will show the green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, the yellow card, and at 2 minutes, it will be red card. And 30-second extra time you will get to wrap up your speech. So I'm going to share the screen. Is there TM Balanmati, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. There is one table topic for you.
Yeah.
How do you show gratitude to the person you love?
How do you show the gratitude to the person you love? So thank you, Toastmaster, the table topic master, for giving me the great question for me. So the person who most love, my father. So I think the last 6 months before my father passed away. So I was much worried about that. So now I am only the person to take care of all my family, because all my mother and everything, because my father only the person to take care of our full family. So we all are was very happy before that. My father was alive. That time we were also happy. There is no responsibility to take care of our family, and because my father only took care take care of all the members and everything. So we are all so happy, no responsibility, everything. But for the last 6 months, so no one is taking care of my family. So I'm only the responsible to take care of our family. So this is the way to give me the gratitude for my father as well as my family.
Green.
So this is, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you for the nice response. Next, I have TM Anuradha is there?
Yes.
Yes. Your topic is the power of gratitude.
Okay. So nice topic to get. The topic is power of gratitude. First, I'd like to start with this. What is gratitude exactly? I mean, most of us would know what it is, but I'd still like to be, precise and concise about it. Gratitude is something that when we're giving a return gift for something we have got, but which we like, and we should always do that. It is imbibed in me from my father from my small age that you should show gratitude to everything. For example, if if I see a beggar on the street, I'll say, oh my God, the beggar is so small, and I'll give him some, some money or something. So that's each action of ours shows gratitude, and that is the power of gratitude. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And next, TM Asiat is there? TM Asiat?
PT Master, I am interested.
Okay. Your topic is, have you ever been grateful for your failure?
The topic for me or?
Yeah, for you. Have you ever been grateful for your failure?
Failure.
Failure.
Okay. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. It's a wonderful topic. And are you grateful for your failure? Definitely, because the failure only is made me to stand in front of the society, in front of the world. Because if I'm not giving respect to the failure, what they learn, whatever they have failed, and in my earlier stage of my career, that lesson has taught me a lot of life lesson to take it up my professional career to next level. the initial stage where I came from a very humble background, and now the person is standing as one of the leading organization as a regional role, that purely based on the failure initial stage, my professional failure and whatever the obstacles I faced, that has made me to give this life. Definitely, I have to be grateful for that failure, because then only I learn. Otherwise, that we will be every human being in the world. Definitely, they will face their failures. That failures will give an impact when you fail, and definitely that will be that moment will be very disappointment, lot of frustration, stress, everything will come. When over the period, when something you learn from that failure, definitely that will give you as a long-term goal, long-term profit. Don't expect any failure will be a short term. That is a definitely will be a short term obstacles of depression will come. When you learn new things from that failure and implemented what you failed, and that whatever the things you learn, definitely that will give a long-term benefit. Fall 7 times, get up in 8th time. Life will become a glorified. Over to TT Master.
Thank you. Next guest, Dibya. TM Sankar.
Yes, Toastmaster. Oh, sorry, table topic master. Please tell me.
Thank you. Your topic is how grateful you are for being a part of Toastmasters Club.
Thank you very much for this wonderful question. And I have to first thing I have to be grateful for to be part of this Toastmaster Club, because since from the day one, I think I asked about this Toastmaster about this club way back like 3 weeks ago to Nitya. She was really supportive to me. She described about the club and she explained every details to me. As well as after that, she shared Mr. Sridhar's number, as well as I kept in touch with Bindu yesterday. These people had I'm really happy to be a part of this team and really appreciative to be a part of this, because they are really helpful and we can learn many things from this club. So I'm really happy to be a part of this club.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your response. Anyone who wants to participate in table topic?
Hi, TM. I can take the question.
Okay. Who is this?
This is Chidambaran.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Your topic is what is your biggest achievement in life?
Okay. So thank you for this topic. My biggest achievement in life is, I mean, coming from a upper middle class family. I mean, we had our own ambitions in terms of having education as a pedestal on which we could have the entire family grow up. And I was the most senior kid in the entire family circle. So in a way, like whatever I did was being looked up as a measuring step of how our family members could actually go up in their educational accomplishments and things of that sort. So based on that, I think I have had a fairly good job in terms of coming through all the educational targets that we had. I have finished a master's degree as well, and that kind of set the stage for the members who followed suit from my family. In fact, there are people who have done much better than me in my family based on the initial inspiration, whatever I could give. So I feel that is the most biggest achievement that I consider. Thank you, TT Master.
Thank you. Very nice. Jyoti ma'am, can I take more?
Well, according to the time, I guess you can take one more.
Okay, who is the next?
Can I take one?
Yeah,
This is Bhunesh.
sure. Yeah.
I can see Shruti's hand up too, maybe one or two, let's see. Can I have the general evaluator guide me on the timing, please?
TM Bhuvnesh, the topic is, what are you grateful for in life?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. PM Shridham. Good evening, Toastmasters. Thanks for this opportunity. And in which way I'm grateful to in life, actually. In that way, right from raised in a middle class family to this stage, I've been gifted for what I am having, right from food, right from shelter, right from money and lifestyle, what I got. I'm very much grateful for that. And special gratitude for my parents who have been giving a support system for this. And till now, what I feel grateful for life is giving the knowledge from having a mindset of acquiring knowledge and this thing, exploring to the world in different areas of life, being an adventure, being an explorer, being an explorer in adventure side, spiritual side, and the physical side, and coming to the health side. So in every point of life, everybody would have a saturation point. In which way we used to lead, even through our colleagues, we get to get suggestion with the colleagues or what happening in the industry through that thing. So I grateful for learning would be a bigger curve for everyone's life if we try to have that skill and adopt with that, so that we can change ourselves and lead a happy and blissful life the rest of the life. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, TM Anandita.
Sorry for the interruption.
Okay.
Table topics master, you can take two on. You have time for two more, maybe the. I
Okay,
think
next Anandita and Shruti ma'am.
Thank you.
Anandita, what has life taught you recently?
Good evening, everyone. So my topic today is, what has life taught me recently? Well, for starters, it has taught me to take things lightly and at the same time a little bit more seriously and stop stressing on it. So I don't know why this thought came to me at first. So right now I'm in my third year of college, which is my final year. And after this, I want to pursue higher education in designing. But my parents have asked me to go apply for some MBA exams just in case as a backup option. Well, I'm no believer of backup options as such, because I feel like doing what I love is the best thing. And every time I heard my parents or my friends say, friends say that, oh my God, you applied for this. Oh my God, it's going to be extremely difficult. How are you going to do this? In addition to this, I also had my semesters, my college projects, and a lot of things piling up, which literally made me stress over all these aspects for nothing. At the same time, with me stressing on all these stuff, I stopped preparing for my entrance exam. At the same time, I stopped doing my college work as such. So while I was going through this, I saw my other friend who was also writing a few exams like this, but she was saying it really chill. At the same time, she ignored what others around her said, and she started doing what she does best, right? And because of that, she was able to get her work done efficiently, be it college or even for her master's preparation. And that literally changed something in me. So whenever someone says it is going to be extremely difficult, you are not going to do this, you have to do this, etc., I just think, okay, who cares? And I do stuff my own way. So that is something life has recently taught me. Over to the table topic master.
Thank you, Nandita. TM Shruti, what is your favorite simple pleasure?
Good evening again to fellow Toastmasters and guests present here. My favorite simple pleasure are not many things. Starting the day with morning workout and relaxing with a good cup of coffee is something great to kickstart the day. So much of energy that you gain. And then peacefully getting ready for work, traveling for work, where I get almost 1 hour time where I try to read newspaper, but again get diverted with the social media apps like Instagram, WhatsApp, etc. And at the same time, the simplest pleasure is being able to sleep without setting the alarm. So when it is Sunday, the best day of the week, when you don't have to care to wake up early in the morning, you don't have to set an alarm, you can just get up anytime you want. That is again a simple pleasure. And being able to eat anything that you like, having the time to cook any of your favorite food. So that is again a simple pleasure. A variety of them are there. And I feel the purpose or something that this topic aims is to remind us that happiness can be found everywhere, even in the simplest of the thing. Even if for example, morning you're traveling to college or to work, maybe your spouse or your mom or your sibling is dropping you at your boarding point, let's say, thanking them. Even that is something simple and that can give more happiness to them as well as to us. So that was a wonderful topic which reminded me this important lesson. So thank you very much and over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, TM Shruti. And I think time over. So I will hand over the control to TMOD, TM Anisha.
Thank you, TM Shweta ma'am, for that wonderful interactive session. Now we come to the last but the most important round of the evening. Let us all see what recommendations our team of evaluators have for us. Now I give the controls of the meeting to the ever-smiling Bindu ma'am, the general evaluator of the evening.
Thank you very much, TMOD, Toastmaster Anisha. Now, after the fun-filled table topics session, popcorn session, we are now heading on towards something serious, but which make us a better version of ourselves. Evaluation. So first we will evaluate the speakers, the speeches of the speakers. So the first speaker being Toastmaster Chidambaran, I would invite Toastmaster Bhuvanesh to evaluate on his speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Bhuvanesh.
Yeah, thank you, Bindu ma'am. Toastmasters Chidambaram. The opening was a great start actually, with a great clarity over the view of how we're gonna take it out. In that way, we got your way of style, which makes this thing, and got a clear perspective about what we're gonna about tell. In that way, we highlighted the clarity about the organization and your own thing, personal life, which has happened to you. And from that way, and you easily got diverged with highlighted the a great way of how the leadership styles works. You briefed out some of the leadership style by affiliate leadership style, democratic leadership style, and you also had a great confidence on implementing the leadership style with the democratic leadership style, using that, which was a great thing actually. And I'm happy to know that we have a strong team, a supporting team, where even though there was a crisis in your team, in the project level, in delivery levels, your team had supporting and you had came out with the best thing after working out throughout the weekends. So though there would be a stressful journey, you also came about highlighted the best way of democratic style, which was amazing actually. Though our country lead by a democratic country, it was an amazing thing with having others view and taking a lead on a collaborative approach. In that way, I liked really well about the thing, how you have taken the thing. And coming to the part of recommendations, I see that there are Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, you are now. Now you are audible.
Yeah. Yeah. So coming to the recommendation part, we have gone through various leadership styles in your thing. In that way, which way would have challenged yourself, or which way you want to lead in coming like in upcoming days or upcoming style? Being in we have in a resting position, which way would be a better way, or which way is the best way to think, and which way to lead the thing would be highlighted. That would be a recommending. Rest of all, overall, it was an amazing speech. Coming to that, gestures would have been even more used so that the the engagement level with the audience would have been great. With that, with a greater way, I wish you all the best for the up your journey in the leadership style. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Bhuvanesh. The second speaker was Toastmaster Shaji, and his speech is going to be evaluated by Toastmaster Nitya. I would now invite Toastmaster Nitya to evaluate on his speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Nitya.
Thank you, Generally Valued Toastmaster Bindu. Good evening to all Toastmasters and dear guests. Communicating with confidence. Toastmaster Shaji, this was the title of your speech, and you displayed that very well while delivering your speech. You focused on the speech objectives, and I am appreciative of how you understood the different communication styles, namely direct, supportive, and analytical. You supported your speech with strong structure, personal anecdotes, And you gave us a personal examples about your work life and your personal life. The main body of your speech was focused on your preferred style of communication. You spoke about how the communication style impacted your relationship with your friend and affected the ties. Lastly, you demonstrated how to use the communication effectively in practical and real life by mentioning your health experience. I felt that you displayed a good understanding of the project, your ease in body language, and a natural, confident style of narration. The personal anecdotes added the much needed touch to your speech. To improve your speech, I am suggesting 3 recommendations. First, your introduction can be a little bit more impactful and energetic. For example, instead of saying the joke about Japanese with a normal expression, you can say, do you know a joke about the Japanese? This will build up some curiosity to your speech. The anecdotes were a bit scattered and getting lost in the middle of your speech structure. For example, you spoke about team building, your interaction with government officials, and your communication with them. I would recommend that you limit the narration of anecdotes to the government official or particularly to your team building in office, and you elaborate on it with some dialogues. This will explain how you have been able to demonstrate your direct way and a supportive way of communication style. The third recommendation for you would be a conclusion on how the styles of different styles of communication have changed you for the better. And this could have been your takeaway message to the audience. To summarize, your speech was confident and well delivered. Second, you displayed the understanding of the project objectives and you are mentioning your style as direct, supportive, and analytical. By implementing the recommendations of impactful introduction, focusing on 1 or 2 detailed anecdotes, and a more impactful message or takeaway for the audience, you can take your speech to more greater heights. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Nithya, for that elaborate but crisp and striking recommendations about the speech of Toastmaster Shaji. The third speaker, the Toastmaster Anandita, and I would like to invite Toastmaster Shruti to evaluate on her speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Shruti.
A great speaker is not someone who has a great content, but is someone who has a great content and is also able to connect with the audience. Today, with her exemplary skills, Toastmaster Anandita has made us all feel very connected to her speech, right from the first word she uttered till the very last word. Outstanding aspect of your speech was this. Let me state a few of the recommendations of your speech. The first would be how wonderfully you have used the visual aids. The most important point to be noted is you didn't have too many content, too many words typed out there, but just few images, few symbols, and 2 or 3 words, which were short and crisp. Also, the way how you have come up with the topic. When I heard the topic or your speech title, Gramvati, I felt Gramvati, so is it related to grammar? But after listening to your speech, I felt, yes, how worthful Instagram is. The second best thing that we all loved about your speech was how well you have given or made a justice to the purpose of the speech. You have stated about developing an identity, building the logo, coming up with a name for your page, Instagram page, and also in the very end, which is important, you said how you felt about building a page in social media and Instagram, and what were the good things that happened to you. Like you got an opportunity from Jyoti ma'am, so those were the outcomes which also you stated in your speech, which was a very good highlight. The third best thing in your speech was how wonderfully you have given the expressions. When you said really, you didn't say really, you said really. So we could really understand what your really meant. And you had effective pauses. When you said one long sentence, and in between you said but, and then you had 2 seconds pause. That was something great and effective. The way you have set the pace for the speech was something really awesome. My recommendations for you first would be to also talk about privacy options which are available in the app Instagram, because today there are a lot of social media news coming up about cyberbullying, etc., and not everybody is confident and comfortable. So if you're able to add 1 or 2 points about the privacy options those are available, that would be again great. The second recommendation for you is to leave a challenge or to encourage the audience. So that's how you influence. So how about you say, for me, it was one of the best things that I did. And I feel that if you are very interested, go for it. You can create it very easily, make it step by step. So something like that to encourage the audience would be the best. So to summarize, best things were visualize topic, justice to the objective, and to improve on, you would want to work on the privacy option, stating a few points on that, and also to encourage the audience in the very end. All the best to you. I'm sure with this recommendation, your already great speech will be phenomenal. All the best to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Shruti, an experienced and a learned evaluator. I think we all should learn from her how to evaluate a good speak. I'm also talking about not only the old people like me, but also the new members. We all should really listen to evaluators like this and take out the best thing that we can deliver when we evaluate another speech. Thank you very much. It was an awesome evaluation. Toastmaster Shruti. Now, let me give my evaluation. It was an awesome meeting. It started at a great time, the proper time. I think the time that has been set is about 10 to 15 minutes before joining the meeting. All the role players were there, except 1 or 2. I think we all should make it a point that we all try to switch on just about 10 to 15 minutes prior to the start of the meeting. That will really make us go forward. And coming to the Toastmaster of the day, I would really appreciate her because she, in the last moment, she told that she was sick and she was not well. Then I had to make a decision of shifting her role and giving it to another person in case if she is not able to come up. But after few hours, then she told that she was extremely looking forward to take up this role. As a new member, I really appreciate your concern about your absence and the problems that might create if you were not there. I sincerely appreciate your attitude towards the whole meeting. You had taken it so seriously in such a way that you thought that your health problem is not that much. Despite me telling you that take rest, it will be okay. That's a great feat indeed from a new member. I do really appreciate and I had to learn from you. Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Anisha. Then one thing that I would like to tell you is that being new members, we often need to really rewind the old YouTubes so that you will know the flow of the speeches that has been there in the meetings. Like you forgot all of a sudden that, after the Toastmaster of the day's deliberations, the general evaluator will come into play and has to introduce a tactic. So I do understand, but then just before taking up all these roles in our club meeting, I think it's always helpful if we go through the old YouTube of the older versions, all the meetings, so that we will understand the flow of the conduct of the meetings. So that can be done at a very leisurely time also. Doesn't make much of an effort from all of us. So that really also appreciate how well we can present and how we can improve upon our appearance and our way of going out to the audience. Coming to the speakers, 3 speakers have done wonderfully well. They had presented the speeches and have been wonderfully evaluated by the concerned evaluators. As a senior member and as a what you call a general evaluator, I think I have the freedom of telling Toastmaster Bhuvanesh that you have come a long way in your path of public speaking. But in your evaluation, I think a word like, some repetitions has been coming on. I think if you really switch on the YouTube recording of this, you will better understand where your flaws were while speaking so that you can make it better next time. All the best. And about Toastmaster Nitya and Toastmaster Sudhi, I have no words to tell. In fact, I'm learning from them how to evaluate in a better way. So that's it from the evaluators. About the table topic session, Toastmaster Sweta, a newcomer, she had done a wonderful job in doing her role as a table topic master. I think the topics were all well aligned with the theme of the day, and there were also down-to-earth topics which anybody can really talk about. I don't think I have enough time to evaluate each table topic speaker, but all in all, I think each one had spoken in a wonderful way. But there are certain recommendations that I would like to tell as an experienced speaker. Like one thing to Toastmaster table topic master is that I think you should always call the guests. Guests, I think Shivraj also was there. You called Divya, but she was not available. But you can also call the other guests that is also available in the meeting. You can call if they are not to be heard, that is another matter, but you can always call upon the guests so that they can get a feel of delivering an impromptu speech. So they feel like coming next time and participate. They should have that feel. So to get that, I think always better to call all the guests available. But you had definitely called the table topic speakers in the order that has already been mentioned. That is kudos to you for that. The some of the table topic speakers were delivering so wonderful speeches that there was a takeaway messages also. I think always it will be nice if we give ultimately one after a personal story or something, if you give a message, then that is worth hearing the table topic speeches. Then coming to another recommendation, so to speak, is about that the Zoom master, I think our youngest buddy, that is Toastmaster Nishant is doing. So I would like to tell him that whenever a speaker is speaking, please zoom on to that speaker. So once the speech is over, you can take it out and zoom to the upcoming speaker. So thereby catching the audience attention towards the speech. And I really count my blessing to attend this meeting. I think a lot of members were having so many other commitments and they were not able to make up this event. I do understand all the commitments, but I really count on my blessing to attend each and every meeting because I always learn each or another thing from every meeting. So despite all the commitments, I really thank each and every one of you for giving me so much fun-filled information. At the end of the day, I count my blessing to attend the Toastmaster. Please do evaluate myself by texting me about any flaws that I had done. So next time, I hope that these two recommendations will be carried on and will be smoothly done. I also appreciate the time that we all spent. I think we should always thankful to our family, to our friends who really adjust for us for attending this meeting. So giving on that note, I really end up my evaluation session. Over to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Anisha.
Thank you, Bindu ma'am, for that brief and wonderful commendations and recommendations that you gave. We are finally coming to the end of the meeting. It's a wrap. And now I request the Zoom master to launch the tools. Simultaneously, I would also like to share a video that
Tag roll reports.
Can we have the tag roll reports?
Okay, yeah. Now I call upon the tag team to present their reports. Time up Jyoti Thomas ma'am to present her report.
Thank you very much. I'm indeed very grateful and appreciate and count my blessings for today's experience as a timer. As much as I said, I might have my shortcomings. That being said, I have only made a note of few and I would share that now with the team. Just give me a second to pull this up. Sharing my screen. Are you able to see? I can't hear. Thumbs up will be good. It's been indeed a Herculean task for me to get this going. Want to thank people who supported me. With this, if you see, there are only one person unfortunate, but nonetheless, I thought it's important to put it out. Toastmaster Chidambaram kept to time. Toastmaster Shaji on time. Anandita, Toastmaster 8.04, beyond the given grace time. Table topics, all well done, but 2 people less than the required time. When a table topics is being given, there is a minimum and maximum time. So ideally, it'll be good if you can do it. In terms of the evaluators, bingo, all of them did everything just fine. So with that, I'll stop. I'm going to give a time for, we haven't had our counter because I need to have that also on time. I haven't put that, but Bindu, Toastmaster Bindu took 8 minutes and 47 seconds when she spoke a little while ago, where of course it was within the given time. Thank you, and over to the Toastmaster of the day. And I know the hour counter and the grammarian report is due after this. I think I'm just going to check if I have Toastmaster Shruti's time on this. Just give me a second. Yes, 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Forgive me for that. And I know you'll be kind on almost like a first timer timekeeper. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Shruti. Appreciate it. Counting my blessings. Thank you.
Thank you, Jyoti Thomas ma'am, for that brief report. Next, we have the hour counter, Nishant, the youngest member of the club, to present his report.
Thank you, Team Modi. First, for prepared speakers, Toastmaster Chidambaram, 2 hours, 2 passes, 3 filler words, no repeated words. Then Toastmaster Shaji, 4 hours, 1 passes, no repeated words, no filler words. Toastmaster Anandita, no flaws, no hours, no passes, no repeated words, no filler words, excellent speech. Then table topics, Toastmaster Valamadi, 2 hours, no passes, no repeated words, no filler words. Next, Toastmaster Anuradha, 2 hours, no passes, no repeated words, no fillers. Toastmaster Arumugam, 2 hours, no passes, no repeated words, no fillers. Toastmaster Shankar, 3 hours, no passes, no repeated words, no fillers. Toastmaster Chidambaram, 3 hours, 1 passes, no repeated words, 1 fillers. Toastmaster Bhuvanesh, 5 hours, 3 passes, no repeated words, no fillers. Then Toastmaster Anandita, 2 hours, no passes, no repeated words, 1 fillers. Then Toastmaster Shrudri, no hours, no passes, no repeated words, no fillers. Thank you, and over to Team Modi.
Thank you, TM Nishant, for that report. Next, we have as the grammarian, TM Shankar Lingam, the newest member of the club, who has pitched in and volunteered to be the grammarian at the last moment. Over to you, Shankar Lingam.
Thank you very much for the introduction. just want to inform, I want to thank Bindu for starting with the word of the day with appreciative in the initial conversation. And she also ended with the theme of the day in the last conversation as well. So she started with the word of the day and she ended with the theme of the day, which was really great to hear. And Mr. Chidambaram, he used both word of the day and the table topic as well as she used theme of the day during his speech, and he used words like affiliative and diplomatic in a rhyming phrases, which was really good to hear. And when it comes to Saji, he based I think his topic was about confident, and his speech was really confident as well. And when it comes to Anandita, she blasted. The way she she used comparative sentence multiple times, which was really great to hear on her speech, and it was really a blast. And after that, the way Anuradha explained they gave a topic to Anuradha about gratitude, the way she explained about gratitude, and later she went to answer the question. So that was really great as well. And I mentioned myself, my rate of speed was very high. So I know that is the reason I was one of the reasons to join Toastmaster as well. And Jyoti, I just want to mention because before me, she was the one who gave herself an introduction. The way she articulated, the way she used the words made me really nervous. So she used both the word of the day as well as theme of the day more than a couple of times, which was really appreciative. And people used many similar words to the word of the day, which is gratitude and thankful. But it will be really, I'll be really appreciative if they have used the word appreciative in the sentence as well. That's it from my side. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Have a good day.
That's it for the tag team report, I guess. And finally, coming to the end of the meeting, it's a wrap. And now I request the Zoom master to launch the polls. Before that, I would also like to share a video that I came across a few days back. I request everyone to spare 2 minutes to watch this video, and I will give my insights in the video afterwards. Yes, I hope everyone watched that video. From that video, what did I take away? The young boy in that film was grateful that he at least got to eat half of the biscuit, and that reflected in his act of sharing the biscuit. Whereas the old women, didn't know what actually happened and started being jealous. So it is totally upon us to decide whether we are the young boy or that old lady from that film. It is upon us to choose kindness, sharing gratitude, or jealous and hatred. In fact, today I'm grateful for having people listen to me this whole evening. Everything is a gift from the eyes of gratitude. That's my takeaway from this meeting. What is yours? Keep thinking, keep showing gratitude. Thank you. Over to the presiding officer.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anisha, for your main item. I must say it was a great one, and I really appreciate you taking the time off. And I know you had some health issues, and I would really like to appreciate you for that. So, congratulations. I would like all of you to applaud for the first-time role player, which is Toastmaster Anisha, who played the role of Toastmaster of the Day, and the newest member, Toastmaster Shankar, for playing the role as Grammarian. So congratulations to both of you. Now, coming to the announcements I would like to make for today's meeting. So first announcement is that next week, which is on 4th September, which is on a Saturday, we will be having a joint meeting with Chennai Toastmasters Club, which is considered to be one of the oldest clubs in Chennai. So the roles will be allocated equally for both the clubs, and Toastmaster Bindu or TTM Arun Sridhar will be getting in touch with you for the roles soon. The second announcement I'd like to make is that our club milestone meeting is coming on the 18th of December 2021. And for this, we would be having a hybrid meeting, which is online and an offline meeting. So we're just keeping you posted. The events are yet to be planned. So that's also there. And third, and considerably the announcement that's going to excite you the most is that 25th, so we won't be having our regular meetings on 25th of December and the 1st of January because it is a long weekend. And obviously we need to spend time with our families and just unwind from the entire year as such. So we won't be having meetings on those days. And from January, and the meeting after January, Toastmaster Nitya and her team will be taking charge as the new club officers. So these are announcements that I'd like to make for today. Now, before I distribute the certificates and announce the winners, I would like to hear the feedback from the guests who are present in today's meeting. So first, I'd like to hear from Divya. I request you to unmute and tell us your feedback.
Yeah, so hi. This is my first time here, and I kind of have a clear view on how each and every speaker represent themselves and represent their views, regardless of the flaws they have. And I hope even I can improve my speaking skills by joining this club.
Thank you, Divya, and we hope to see you soon in our club.
Yes, thank you.
Next, I would like to hear from guest Shivraj.
Hi. Thank you for asking my feedback. So it's a really wonderful session. I attended. It's the very first time I attended in Toastmasters School. It's a very structured and constructive feedback from the evaluator, as well as even the speakers are very much interested to express their thoughts and views and other stuffs. So thank you so much for asking the feedback to me. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, Shivraj, and we hope to see you soon in our club as well. I could say that in between the meeting, we had guests who joined in as 1+5. I'm pretty sure that is not the name of, it's not your name. So I request you to unmute and introduce yourself and tell us feedback. I think he's having some network issues. So now I'll be sharing the results and the certificates for today's meeting. Just give me a second. I'll just share my screen. Yep. The best tag team role player goes to the first time timer, Toastmaster Jyoti Thomas. I forgot to call her at first, but let's give her a huge round of applause.
It's not first time, but I felt like first time. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated.
Thank you. The best role player goes to the general evaluator for today, Toastmaster Bindu. There's a crisp report from your side. The best evaluator goes to the champion of our club, Toastmaster Shruti. The best TT speaker again goes to Toastmaster Shruti. Last but not the least, the best speaker goes to the affiliative leader of our club, Toastmaster Chidambaran. Congratulations to all the winners. I will be sharing your certificates soon. And with this, I would like to adjourn meeting 646 and open the floor for networking. Thank you.